Yo guys, so today I want to talk about how to actually begin to do the things that you know you should be doing, how to change your life, how to actually change your life. So essentially, when we look at our life, we have the external situation, we have our body, we have our consciousness and our mind, and these are the things that we are able to, influence in some way. We can't always control these things, but at least we can do things to move forward to our goals, regardless of what comes our way. So let's talk a little bit about discipline. Discipline is something that is incredibly complicated. It's really difficult to become a disciplined person. It actually takes months, if not years. But it can take even a week if you just have the right perspective. And if you have enough mental fortitude, you can become a disciplined individual. So if you want to learn more about that, you can buy my Zenith Scroll, top link in the description. It is an ebook that teaches you everything about the mind, body, and spirit and how to master them to achieve your goals. And back to the topic. So garnering discipline means to do the things which you can do. Okay? Let's talk about physical training. So maybe you cannot afford a gym membership, and maybe you cannot afford a good enough diet. But let's say you have eggs in the fridge, okay? And you can eat, instead of just eating bread all day, eat 4 to 6 eggs. Maybe if you don't have a gym membership, go outside, go for a jog, not a run, nothing crazy. Never start out too hard. You need to build discipline in increments. You can't just go outside after deciding that you are, going to become this fit and muscular person. And now you're like running full speed up and down the road. And after 3 minutes, you never want to do it again. You have to take it slow in the beginning. That is what discipline is. It's not just discipline of the body, it's discipline of the mind, being patient and doing things in a regulated way that you can see your progress. Today, you say, write it down right now, okay? Whatever it is that you are going to do, let's say 50 push-ups is your goal for the day, or 30 push-ups is your goal for the day. 3 runs up and down the road, that's your goal for the day. 40 jump ropes, maybe 200 skips, and you write it down and you do it. Now, when you accomplish it, it's gonna hit you that once you go out there, you do the 30 push-ups or the 50 push-ups, you do your runs, you do your jump rope, and when you get inside, you will feel this sense of accomplishment. Okay? You get inside, you eat your 4 eggs, 6 eggs, you've gotten some protein, you've gotten some fats, you are now one small step closer. So discipline also means consistency. Okay, you have to do the difficult things, okay, with intensity that rises very slowly over time, which is called progressive overload. And you need to do it consistently. So consistency starts with regulating yourself, whether that's, it's not just about training, whether that's with meditation. Today you start with 5 minutes. You do 5 minutes a day for a week. Okay? The next week you do 10 minutes every second day. And then the next week after that you do 10 minutes every day. And then you begin to do 15 minutes every second day. And you go, you don't have to be meditating for more than 20 minutes a day, 25 minutes a day. That's the kind of the sweet spot where you can reap most of the benefits. But anyway, slowly, progressively overloading with consistency. This is the key to getting where you need to be. You go in the gym, okay, and there are many factors to this, like diet, recovery, training, sleep. But let's just look at the weights. Okay, on the first day, maybe you bench just the bar. After 2 weeks, you can bench 5 kilos on each side. After another week and a half, 2 weeks, you can bench 40 for 6 reps. 40 kilos for 6 reps. Now, this is very healthy. And you can consistently develop this strength over time, linearly. You will hit plateaus, and you will have to figure out which muscle to focus on in order to increase your bench. Maybe your shoulders are very weak and your bench is getting to a point where your shoulders just can't keep up. Now you start doing incline bench. It's hitting your shoulders more. And your flat bench begins to rise because your incline bench is hitting your shoulders more. Things like that. Breaking plateaus with your training, feeling stuck will be very normal. And don't try to progress too fast. Have a journal, track the things which you do. Track the things which you do until you are confident enough to know that your routine is established. Once your routine is established, you know 8 eggs has this many calories and this much protein. 340 grams of chicken has this many calories, this much protein. After eating those things, you know you can have approximately 3 slices of bread with butter on and you will hit your calories for the day. But to get to that intuitive level, you need to track things. Okay? When you establish yourself as a fit person, or a health conscious person, or a spiritual person, you will begin to see and be more conscious in that area. So let's look at business now. You want to make some money. Okay? You look at the skills that you have, the skills that you could have. Maybe you're drawn to video editing. Okay? Maybe you understand a lot about physical training. Now you go and set up like an Instagram page where you show the food that you eat, where you show the training that you do, and every 2 days or every day you post one video. Okay? You set aside a certain amount of time and you film and you edit and you post that one video every single day, and you make sure that it is comfortable for you. And if there is some discomfort, push through it and just be consistent. Try your best not to miss a day or to break the chain. And eventually, people are going to start following you. People, your content is going to get better over time. But starting is the most important thing. When you start anything, you're going to be hit with this wave of like discomfort, and your identity is going to shatter because your habits are changing. Your personality is changing. And you need to push through that because it's going to be very painful. And when this pain hits you, it's going to move into other areas of your life because you will be reforming yourself. Growth is pain. And after, 30 days of posting on Instagram, you have garnered maybe 600 followers, 300 to 400 followers, and then you get like a Calendly link, one-on-one coaching. You build a little bit of a coaching protocol. Okay, this is the first thing that we calculate, their maintenance calories. Then we calculate, their workout plan. Then we create a progressive overload tracker to see their progress, and Then we create an AI prompt to give them a report on, how they've improved over time. And essentially, um, you you just if you can just be consistent and trust that you will learn along the way the skills that you need to succeed, which you will. I promise you, you will. In anything that you do, you will eventually learn the things that you need to succeed in that area. It's inevitable. Every single person who has succeeded in that area has gone through the same trials and tribulations as you. Some people have built focus because maybe they were a construction worker, and if they lost focus, it could be really dangerous for them, and they could maybe fall off the scaffolding, and so they just have focus naturally. And because they're so busy, they don't have time for like bad habits or things that give them brain fog. And so essentially they begin to develop this focus, and maybe they progress way faster than you because they have this focus already. But the pain that they went through on the construction site is equivalent to the pain that you will go through doing the same thing as them. Okay, even if your focus is not as good, you will still get to the same level. But anyways, guys, if you want to learn more about this, how to master the mind, the body, and the spirit to achieve the goals which you want to achieve in life, I have created a 34-page ebook dedicated to doing this, to enlightening you about the functions of your body, mind, and spirit, how they work. Over the last 10 years, it has been my work to seek the truth, to understand myself, to understand other people. And in that 34-page ebook, it's pretty much a summary of the most important points that will give you a basis to achieve absolutely anything that you want, including how to build your body, including advanced meditation techniques, and full understandings of our system at an energetic level. And it's quite cheap. So, yeah, 10 years for like $30, it's not that bad. But I will see you guys soon. Top link in the description, the Zenith scroll, and like and subscribe.